Hey everybody, welcome back to Bottom Shelf Bar.
That's Paul.
That's Connor.
What are we drinking tonight, Paul?
This is very special. This is Novo Fogo Cachaça Silver, of course. Cachaça is kind of like rum, except it is produced only in Brazil, and where rum is produced from the byproducts of the sugar creation process, namely molasses. Cachaça is distilled from the entire sugarcane, or rather, fresh sugarcane juice. So it's got a lot of different flavor profile to it than rum does, but is also kind of like rum. So it's a fun spirit. It's basically the national spirit of Brazil. In 2003, only 1% of the 1 million or 1 billion liters of it were exported, which is pretty wild. I don't know what that stat is now, but yeah, it's really special. It's the entire brewing process is pretty different from what we are more used to. The brewing itself, the fermentation is done in a copper pot, and it's a pretty short one, only like 18 hours.
Yep.
And then the distillation is all done in copper, which is abnormal for the U.S. market. Which apparently the copper in solution, because of course some of it dissolves into solution, helps to oxidize some sulfurous compounds that lead to a smoother finish. Aged cachaça is considered to be much better and is also intended to be sipped neat, whereas white cachaça, which is what we have here of course, is more of like a cocktail spirit.
But we're not fancy like that. So we got this, which is about $25 here in Oklahoma, and we're gonna try it straight now.
Right. Oh, one more actually important note, potentially. Novo Fogo is a brand that is exclusively made for the foreign market, so, well, according to their website. So it is unlikely that, for example, a Brazilian cachaça drinker would try Novo Fogo. So, I don't know how much that affects whether or not it's going to be like a true cachaça experience, but I mean, it's still a spirit that's distilled with the same stuff, so I can't imagine it's that.
We're Americans. This is what we can get. So, let's try it.
Let's have shots. Guys, it smells like straight banana blossoms to me.
It's
like
very
intensely banana blossom.
Very, very fruity and flowery smelling. That is. It tastes like nothing you've ever tasted before.
It really does. It's very unique. I like it on its own. For me, it's really banana-y to me.
There's definitely banana-iness to it. More than anything, I noticed that it's very rich. It's very sweet. Definitely fruity. I can definitely see where Paul's coming from with the heavy-handed banana-ness.
There's a thicker mouthfeel to this than most spirits. And I've read that a good cachaça is almost like oil in terms of mouthfeel, which is pretty wild to hear.
Yeah, it's definitely thick. I don't think we're anywhere near the oil realm quite yet.
But it's definitely thicker than any other spirit we've tried on this show.
Yes.
Hands down. Pretty tasty, very clean tasting in my opinion.
Yeah. Doesn't have much of an evolution, but
that's true.
It is, it's pretty nice. It's not too difficult to drink, and it tastes pretty good. That being said, I think I could see how this would be a turnoff for certain people. I don't think the taste is for everyone.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very fruit forward, but in a way that, well, we can get into this a little bit later, but the only drink I've tried with this was a strawberry daiquiri, and I found out the very hard way that you should not pair this with other fruits because it just tastes like rotten strawberry. Yeah. Which is not against the spirit, it's that I am not familiar with the spirit and didn't know what to make with it.
Yeah, it's certainly not crisp.
Yes, it's definitely not crisp. But it's tasty.
Yeah. All right, we're going to play a game. All right, we're going to play Flip Cup. How we haven't thought to do this before is beyond me.
It's honestly almost a gimme classic drinking game, truly.
Yeah. But here we go. 3, 2, 1.
All right, that was a little too much. That was way too little.
It landed correctly on the floor. Hey, I got it.
Nice.
That's the first time I've ever played Flip Cup, but I'm a natural apparently.
All right, we're gonna drink literally the single most recognizable cachaça drink, which is the caipirinha. All right, this is a caipirinha. Very classic. From what I understand, I could be wrong about this, but from what I understand, it's basically to Brazil as the Paloma is to Mexico. Very commonly drank. People typically prepare it by the pitcher, that kind of thing. I use the recipe from liquor.com, so I don't know if this is standard, but I trust liquor.com. So this uses about a half a lime, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and about 1 3/4 ounce of cachaça.
So we're gonna taste it.
Yeah, this is my first cachaça.
Same. I got a big old chunk of lime pulp.
Yep, that'll happen.
That being said, tastes pretty good.
That is refreshing. There's like no alcohol flavor. Oh, I got a little bit just now.
It has a kick more than it has an alcohol flavor.
It really does, yeah.
The cachaça, comes through nicely, but not too much. You get a little brown sugar, you get a little lime. It all works together strangely well. I like this a lot more than I liked this by itself, which makes sense if this is supposed to be a mixer, whereas the aged cachaças are supposed to be drank straight. I think this is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, this is certainly rougher. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but certainly rougher on the palate than an aged one, simply because it's less refined.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's tasty.
It's good. Yeah. The brown sugar adds a warmth to it.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. Because it really complements the banana notes from the warm it up.
That's really good once you let it linger for a while.
It really, that aftertaste is phenomenal.
There's like a gingerbreadiness that comes through. That's really cool.
Yeah, and this is like the mojito where you muddle the lime in the glass as opposed to using lime juice, so you get a lot more of the bitter oils from the peel, and that really, really helps the drink. Honestly, nothing's missing there. That's that's a pretty phenomenal cocktail.
It's a complete drink. So we're gonna flip cups now.
Flip cup. All right, flip cup.
Okay, go. Whoa!
Got him!
I was way too aggressive on that. We're gonna make another caipirinha now.
I have a lot of experience with flip cup. So this is a Brazil 66. It has basically 3 parts cachaça to 1 part triple sec, 1 part orange juice, 1 part lime juice, 1 part simple syrup. So in terms of flavor profile, it's almost like an orangey caipirinha, but it's also kind of not quite like that because, as you can see, there are no muddled limes in it, so it's going to be different.
Yeah, but I've never had one. I don't think Paul has.
Oh, no.
So we're going on this journey together. Let's see how it is.
Cheers.
It all kind of just blends together into a flavor that can only be described as fruit.
You're really not wrong.
Like,
there's like no like waves of flavor, like different things you're picking apart. It's like just drinking fruit juice. And like not a fruit, just fruit.
You can tell it's fruit. It's reminiscent of what
banana's still there.
Yeah. It's reminiscent of what the cachaça was by itself. But it's still just like a kind of unidentifiable, strange fruitiness. And it's not bad, but it is confusing.
It's like eating like a tropical fruit bowl, though. It's very tasty. It all just blends together. I'm a big fan. It's almost like one wall of flavor all at once.
Yeah. And I want to mention this because I don't think we've done a good enough job describing it yet. There is a funk.
Yes.
Throughout everything that this has been in. There's something funky about it. And I think just using the word funk doesn't capture it very well, but I don't know how else to describe it. Like, there's a fruity flavor, but then there's something a little bit, like, bacterial about it.
It is fermented. It's like a strong, from what I understand, since it's only 18 hours with wild yeast and not like a specific yeast strain, like you would normally do brewing your own meads and wines. It's like there would be a bacterial quality, like a slightly overripe fruit type aroma, which I think is there, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I have a lot of experience with brewed drinks. I brew a lot of my own drinks, like tepache and the like, so I don't find it at all off-putting because it's clearly not like it's bad or anything. But yeah, I could see how that would be like a hang-up for some people.
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind if it's something that you might have to have a couple times before it seems right to you. And I think this drink encapsulates that very well. You know, there's familiar, like, tastes like fruit, but there's also something there that you might not have had before. And it's good, but it might catch you off guard.
That's one of those things is, when I first tried it, it was just straight. I really enjoyed it. I tried it in that strawberry drink. Did not pair well with the strawberry. But now the more I drink it, the more I enjoy it. So I think it really is one of those things where, like, there's a little bit of a taste there to really acquire. And once you've got that, I think this is probably a really enjoyable drink. And I think, like, things like the Caipirinha, or honestly even this Brazil 66, anyone could probably enjoy that who likes a good rum drink. It's very light, very fruity. But yeah, that funk is there. So maybe like a slightly more challenging cocktail.
Yeah. So now we're going to flip more cups. 3, 2, 1, go.
Jesus.
That was a fail. Got it.
Alright, well, you know,
There
got
you
it
go.
in the end.
You know what's coming up next.
It's the tradition.
Ding, ding, ding. Last call. Last call.
This week, it has Dewar's Illegal Smooth Scotch. It has Novo Fogo Cachaça. It has Cointreau Triple Sec. It has lime juice, lemon juice, orange juice, simple syrup, club soda,
Brown sugar.
brown sugar, a little bit. I think that's everything.
That's it. We shall now attempt to chug.
I don't know how I feel about this one. This one's going to be weird. Lots of fruit flavors going on.
Yeah, very disparate fruit flavors too. Not necessarily compatible. Wildly fruity.
Very tasty, in my
Wow.
opinion.
Yeah, that's a drink.
That's good. Like, actually good. I thought it might be. I was optimistic because I was like mezcal and the fruity scotch and the cachaça. I was like, this seems like it could be really good. This is. We may have said this before, but this definitely overrides. This is easily the best last call we've ever had.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's tasty. Holy shit.
Low key, I might like that better than any of the drinks that we made with just cachaça.
I might like this better than any of the drinks we made with cachaça or the scotch, honestly.
Yeah, so
This is good.
last episode, if you didn't see it, was the Dewar's Illegal Scotch. All of the ingredients in this last call work together really well. And yeah, it's just a nice fruity. It could be really refreshing if it was ice cold.
It's like a tropical punch with just a hint of complexity from the scotch. Just the tiniest hint of like a little smoky, little spice from the mezcal.
And it's boozy as fuck.
It's very boozy and doesn't taste boozy.
So bear that in mind if you ever need to make some very dangerous punch.
That's really good.
Yeah, that was good.
That being said, we are not going to rate this on our typical 5-point scale. because it just doesn't bear comparison to a lot of the liquors we drink. It's brewed thicker. It's got that fermentation funk that a lot of spirits don't have. They're typically distilled out. Hell, it's even distilled in a different manner than most. In a copper pot still, which it generally sits into age, or sits in steel tanks, which is wildly different from most of what we're used to. So it just is different. That being said, I like it. It's good. Be careful what you mix it with. It doesn't mix with everything.
Yeah, but it's not too expensive. It's made for the U.S. market, so you should be able to find it somewhere if you look for it. And, if kind of a funky fruitiness is something you're looking for on a moderate budget, then I think this is something you would definitely be happy to pick up. We're going to flip cups now. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
There we go.
Oof.
Flip cup? Flip cup's one of my favorite drinking game, guys.
It's fun. This has been Bottom Shelf Bar. I'm Connor.
I'm Paul.
And we'll see you in the next episode. This has been Novo, Fogo, Cachaça. As always, leave a suggestion if you want to tell us to try something, because we can probably do it. And that's it. So
don't fear the funk.
Yeah, funk is good. What can I say? We'll see you next time. Peace out. What size cups do you like to flip?
I prefer gallon to 2 gallons. No.
Well, it was a breast joke.
Oh, I didn't think about that.